Good morning, children. In the first part, actually it is first two parts already we have already discussed regarding the first part of the lesson, A Letter to God, where we have already discussed regarding the Lencho's expectation on rain, and then later part of that same lesson we discussed the irony what happened to his crops. So after that we are now discussing about the second part of this lesson, from where we are going to discuss. But in the hearts of all who lived in the solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope, help from God. So here we have already come to the fact that Lencho had now no other any hope, anything he could do, nothing, because he was in a situation where his all crops were destroyed, where he would have nothing to have for the entire year. So at night they slept with their heavy hearts, in the thinking that how will they manage upcoming year. So now there was a single hope. There was nothing but a single hope. It is said that but in the hearts of all who lived in that solitary house in the middle of the valley, there was a single hope. Actually there is a hope. They were not like that in position that they were hopeless. They had the hope, but it is a single hope, and that single hope is help from God. Now they have only this kind of hope, that it is nothing but only help from God. So they have only this much hope that God will do something. So what God does, we'll see here. Don't be so upset, it is said by Lencho. Don't be so upset, even though this seems like a total loss. Remember, no one dies of hunger. He says that no one is going to die in hunger. We will have the food, Lencho said. He was not getting so much frustration because he had a single hope, that is help from God. So that is what they say, no one dies of hunger. Again he repeat what he said, that no one dies of hunger. It is God who helped anyway. Some other way, maybe this way, maybe that way, but whatever the way, they would have got the help from God, and God definitely will help them to survive. People are not dies in general of hunger. So that is what Lencho said. All through the night Lencho thought of only his one hope. He was thinking about only that hope, that help from God, all through the night. Then what happened? Whose eyes as if been instructed see everything, even what is deep in one's conscience. It is here you have to understand that it is believed that God could see anything, whatever, even inside of our heart, He can see. God is the Almighty. So Lencho thinks that he is watching everything what is happening around him in his life. Even he is thinking something bad or he is in sad, but God even knows what is one conscience also. What is in our heart, what are the things we are thinking. God even know about, God even knows about that also. So it is such like a thing, his eyes is everywhere, like a CCTV camera, even inside of our heart also. So even that is deep in one's conscience. Lencho was an ox of a man. Here it is again a metaphor is used, ox of a man. That means he is like an ox. He is working so hard. All day through long he was working in the field. He was laboring in his field to get the crops. So he was very devoted. He is like a workaholic. He was very devoted to his field. So that is the word by which it is told that he was ox of a man. Like a ox, he was working in his field, working like an animal. Here again it is said that working like an animal in the field. He was working so hard in his field, but still he knows how to write, but even though he was from very small, from kid he was working in the field, but even though he learned how to read and write, as you know that this story is belong from very ancient times. So in those days people hardly were able to read and write. Even after the people who were working hard, they were not able to read and write, they remained illiterate. But Lencho was such like a person that even though he was working like a ox, though he knew how to read and write, but still he knew how to write. The following Sunday at the daybreak he began to write a letter. Again he wrote a letter which he himself carried to town, place in the mail. It was nothing less than a letter to God. So this is what happens. He wrote a letter to God. It is his belief. So deep he was in his belief that he wrote a letter to God. So in the next lesson we will come to know what will later come, but this is a short video for continuing your classes. Thank you.